Welcome to Nightly Highlights, your audio and video companion to the nightly news. Each episode is a shortcut to exciting campus events and helpful resources. Perfect for a quick break or your daily commute to campus. We'll keep you in the loop with all the essentials. Catch up with what's happening around the Marian University Indianapolis campus. I'm Karen Candlish, your Dean of Students, and this week I'm joined by Tori Williams and Angelica Smith. Welcome.
Yay!
Thank you.
So happy to be here.
I'm excited to have you both here. Okay, so Tori Williams is an art education major from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Yeah.
She is the vice president and treasurer for the Marian Alliance. And Angelica is the director of the Unity Center and multicultural programs. She's from Chicago, Illinois. She holds 2 degrees from Indiana University, Bloomington, your undergraduate degree in criminal justice, and you have a master's in higher education and student affairs.
I do.
Yeah, as do I.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, same program and everything. Go HESA. Yep. Okay, we're going to first talk about what we have coming up at Marian this next week. So a week or two, actually. So the first thing I wanted to promote was the Exchange is doing dining etiquette presentations on November 18th, which I think would be really helpful. And I think they're doing maybe 3 sessions. So students can look at their schedule, see what they're available to attend that day, and go to one session. They are with Kayla Wilder, who works in the Educators College, so she's actually trained to do this.
Oh, wow.
And I think would be really helpful even for me.
Yeah.
I still go to dinners sometimes where I'm like, okay, the B for bread, the D for drink, this is my bread, this is my drink.
Listen, I was at that gala. Like, all right, information, it has to come back.
Yeah.
Come back to me,
Yes,
please.
I know. Where are all my correct forks? You know?
Yeah, so many forks.
So many forks.
Yeah.
How do we do it? And you always kind of have to feel the vibe of the table, too.
Mm-hmm.
So how's everybody else doing?
Mm-hmm.
How are we passing the salad dressing?
Yeah.
You know, where's the bread going?
The rule that I always have to check out is everyone else waiting for all the food to get here.
Yes.
Because I don't like cold food that's supposed to be hot. So I'll do it if everyone else is doing it and if that's the vibe. But like at my family table, please don't.
I know, I always tell people go ahead and eat, and then they look at me and they're like, no, I'll wait.
I'm like, no, seriously,
no,
I don't care. Because if the shoe was on the other foot,
I'd be eating.
I'd be eating. So yeah,
Nice.
I'm glad they're doing that.
Yeah. And then University Ministry is actually offering a daily mass in Spanish on November 19th. So that's the 4 p.m. mass that day. If you're interested and want to go, I think that's a really great thing for our community. So
Definitely.
that's nice. And then I wanted to also promote a very large campus tradition, which is the annual Thanksgiving dinner. So this happens the Monday before Thanksgiving every single year, and it is huge. Mm-hmm. You got people carving turkeys back there, the president usually, Dr. Britt sometimes. That's a volunteer position that people want. Mm-hmm. They kind of fight over it. And faculty and staff will come and volunteer, and all students eat for free, even if you don't have a meal plan that gets you dining swipes into the dining commons. So commuter students, anyone who's maybe low on swipes, the president's office covers those meals, which is really nice. And it is a really, really fun event. Have you been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't. I know. Actually, I don't think that's true. I think last year we went after my staff. I always have staff meeting on Monday. Like every year. That's just the day we end up doing it.
Yeah.
So usually once that day is over, I'm like, I'm not ready to go home.
Yes.
Because I've been here since 8:45.
Yes.
But last year we did eat as a staff in the Thanksgiving dinner, and it was really nice.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's up there with the opening semester barbecue, which students also tend to love too. That fall first week barbecue.
Oh yeah, who doesn't love barbecue?
I know. I love that too. Well, we're talking a lot about food already today, so we're here for food-centered events.
Should have brought my plate down. My lunch.
Just eat and talk. I love that. And then after Thanksgiving dinner, we have Christmas caroling. So Sacred Choir is going to do some Christmas caroling. We have a lighting of the Christmas tree. I think the jazz band plays. It's kind of a very festive evening. The kickoff to the Christmas season, though for some, Christmas will start before Thanksgiving. For craft stores, Christmas started before Halloween. So,
I want to know why they have the decorations up in September. I think that's a bit egregious.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's like, let me build up to it, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
right.
keep it mysterious a little bit.
A little, yeah. Hides
So,
of awesome.
Yeah, they're real thirsty. It's fine. I love Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, Christmas is good, but if I can get Halloween decorations 50% off before Halloween, like that seems, I don't know, that seems problematic.
It's backwards a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like,
Yeah. Christmas needs to just step aside.
Christmas can wait till after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Spooky season has to be a true season.
Yes.
Like, not a week.
Yeah. Poor Halloween.
Oh, well.
Oh, well. We're past it now.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, I've loved this talk so far that we're having. But I wanted to do a deeper dive with both of you, really about multicultural student organizations, the Marian Alliance. There's an event coming up, probably multiple events coming up that I'd love for you to highlight. So first, Tori, I'd love for you to talk to us a little bit about what the Marian Alliance is. Like, what does it do?
Okay, so the Marian Alliance is a space on campus where, like, honestly, queer students, even students who are allies to, like, queer students can come and, like, have a safe space and, like, kind of have their own community on campus. And Alliance, we just try to, like, be there as, like, a foundation of support for these students so, you know, that they feel welcome on, like, you know, a Catholic campus, because everybody has different views that might not align, so we want to have that space for them to be authentically themselves.
And it's really important to have that space and protect that space for our students.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that can also sometimes be hard.
Yeah.
On a Catholic campus sometimes. And so I think that's really important. And I'm glad that the Marian Alliance exists.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I was actually walking home from work one day last week and I saw a car that had a ton of bumper stickers on it. But one of the bumper stickers, I didn't look at all of them, but one of them that caught my eye was a Catholic Allies bumper sticker. And I don't know if you know about this organization, but the Indianapolis Catholic community kind of banded together to create a space for allies of the LGBTQ community in the Catholic Indianapolis community too. So they saw a need to create a space specifically to support LGBTQ kids. So they felt like there was still a space for them in the Catholic Church and that they had support and people who cared about them and loved them. And they found that that was really important. And so I loved seeing that sticker on a car on the Marian University campus.
Yes.
So I thought that was really awesome. So what's your favorite thing about being involved in a multicultural student organization or advising them?
Well, I don't advise the Alliance, but I do advise Union for Black Identity. And I think my favorite part specifically about advising UBI has just been the growth that I've seen since I've been here. The president at the time when I started pretty much like told me, hey, we need an advisor, probably day 2 of me being on campus.
Welcome.
Right. I was like, good morning.
How are you?
No, I love her. She's sweet. And I was interested because I really care a lot about Black student development. It was something that caught my attention when I was in grad school and I interned at our Black Culture Center at IU and just was realizing that a lot of the students that I was working with directly were not being adequately developed to be able to, like we talk about creating transformational leaders here at Marian, right? IU has a similar mission in terms of making sure that students are productive members of society once they leave. And I was like, well, that means that all students have to have that. And so when we still have students who don't recognize their leadership capacity or don't understand what the value of their voice is, that doesn't work for me. So I didn't make that assumption about the Marian students, but I said, you know, if that is a thing, then I can directly help to impact that. And it's been really fun. I will say that because I'm the Unity Center director, I kind of provide advisement to all of the multicultural student organizations. And that can get a little tricky sometimes. Like last week, I was in between a UBI meeting and then like an event that Asian Student Association was having in the Unity Center. And I just kind of felt like a chicken with her head cut off, just bouncing from room to room to make sure they were good. So I have been actively recruiting for other Black faculty and staff members to come in and join. Seoul has started with a very strong co-advising model, and I thought that it was brilliant. So we tried it a couple years ago for UBI. It worked really well. It took a lot of stress off of one individual. So I'm trying to keep that alive with UBI. So if you're listening and you are Black faculty or staff or no Black faculty or staff who don't have enough things to do, please send them my way so we can get them in front of the UBI. But yeah, it's been really fun.
Yeah. The who don't have enough things to do part. I don't know that I know Black faculty or staff that don't have enough things to do.
They don't exist, but I just need them to pretend. I need everyone to just imagine that lifestyle.
I need you to pretend.
Push through. It'll be fine.
Push through. You'll be okay.
Yep, I'm still here. But yeah, it's been, just seeing the growth, and then the multicultural student graduation, graduation is my favorite time of the year as an educator, period.
Yeah.
But it's just so emotional, and Tori is actually a part of the class that started after I started, so the first class that I will have seen the whole way through. So I'm just already getting myself ready for next year when they're done, and it's gonna be, oh my God, it's such a beautiful time.
Yeah. Well, and you're in a position too, not all faculty and staff are in positions where they have really, really close relationships with students and really developed relationships with students.
Yeah.
And so for faculty and staff that are, seeing that first class through is huge. Yeah. And it definitely comes with a lot of emotions, for sure. Yeah. I'll pray for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Accepting all prayers and thoughts. Thank you.
Yeah. It's hard and really beautiful and lovely, too. So it's a lot of yourself and your own hard work that you've poured into the students, and just getting to see them develop and grow as humans, leaders, all that.
And knowing that whether you're advising or in leadership, that you're contributing to the campus culture as a whole, right? That supports the initiatives that we have, like LLI and BLI on the campus, just to get more students to be interested in coming to Marian. Aside from the academic programs, they're thinking about, what am I going to do when I'm not in class? And so when we can provide those opportunities for them, I think that that's pretty special too.
Okay, Tori, what about you? What's your favorite thing about being involved in a multicultural student organization or in the Marian Alliance?
I would say my favorite part is when students come up to you, be like, I know you're a part of this, you guys should do this. And then I take it back to my advisors, and I'm like, so somebody had this idea, and then we can actually make it come to life. And just I don't know, it's kind of like being a bigger voice for students. I would say that's my favorite part. I just feel okay, I'm gonna go to my advisor, let's make it happen. Then put it all into motion. So I find that pretty fun. That's my favorite part.
Nice. Yeah, being able to lift up the kind of desires of the community or what they're interested in doing, being able to make it happen, having a voice or a space to kind of lift that up.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. So I wanted to take a moment to pitch the Unity Center to anyone who's watching or listening. What is it? Why should people go? Why is it important to be a part of it?
You get to start this time.
I would say go to the Unity Center because we have lots of fun. We do be studying though. We get our work done. But we do have lots of fun. There's always something going on in there. Angelica calls us her frequent flyers because we're always in there, which just goes to show how much we love it in there, the community that we built in there, and kind of the culture that we've built in there. I don't know, just being in there is fun. And everybody should be in there.
Yeah. It's the frequent flyers is kind of like being a regular at a coffee shop or something. They know your order. They know where you sit in the space.
Oh, absolutely.
What you do when you're there. The kind of the vibe you're creating in the space. So I love that.
Yeah, I think it's really important for students like Tori and her fellow flyers to be in the Unity Center often, because once it starts to pick up steam, other people, particularly our first year students, start to see it as, this is just what people do. This is just regular. And then we can take more of those student ideas, because I'm only one person. I have a staff, but we're not all knowing. So when we hear students say, hey, this will be really beneficial, or y'all should think about this, that helps us to create a more robust space that can serve more students. But I would say overall, the number one reason I tell students to come into the Unity Center is it's a starting point for you to find your community on campus. Especially if you belong to an identity or a student population or a human population, I'll say, that you don't really see your identity reflected a lot on campus. In the Unity Center, we really try to make sure that we are that diverse space so that students can have somewhere to call home. So, and not only that, but then to feel empowered to go out into main campus and then even beyond into the world, feeling my identity isn't a deficit. It's strong for me to be Latina. It's strong for me to be first generation, or strong for me to be low income or Black or whatever it may be. So I think that that's part of the work that we do when it comes to the leadership cultivation, is for a long time, these students have been told that they're not enough, or for some reason, there's an inadequacy, and I rebuke that. I just don't agree.
Yeah. It's a place where, what I'm hearing you say is it's a place where students, if you feel like you're going throughout your day across campus and you cannot be your authentic self, right? Or you're nervous to be your authentic self, it's a place where you can come and kind of take off that mask.
Yep.
And be authentic in the space.
Yep.
And maybe meet other people who are having similar experiences and form connections.
Yeah.
I've definitely referred students to the space who feel like they need that, right? They need a space where they can show up authentically without fear of judgment. Yeah. It's a really awesome space. And
It is.
I work nearby, and so often I will
I know where this is going.
I will hear the energy
Yes.
in this space, which is amazing.
You could be honest, Karen.
No, it is. No, it really is. I can close my door. Like,
You're
it's
right.
fine. It's really beautiful. And I work in Clare Hall, which is where the dining commons is. It's residential, second floor, third floor, right? This is students' home. For commuter students, the Unity Center, 21st Century Scholars Office, like those might be their home while they're here, right? It's their place where they can relax. It's their place where they can kind of have their space, right? I work in their home, right? I work in students' home. It's my responsibility to give them the space, right?
Yeah.
And to not judge them for whatever they're doing in the confines of their own home, right?
I mean, you bringing that up, though, I think is the philosophy that we have of the Unity Center, too, because I often get asked, like, who can come into the Unity Center? And the answer is everyone. We have students from a multitude of identities who spend their time in there. The thing that I always say is that we're prioritizing the needs of those students who don't feel represented on campus as much, so that they can continue to, one, come back, and two, again, feel empowered to actually matriculate and finish, with their Marian degree as a transformational leader. So the things that we're doing in there are, that's my main priority in focus. But everybody, come on through. Faculty, staff, students, everybody. Dogs. Dog is in there right now.
Approved ones.
Approved dogs.
Yeah. So what events do we have coming up for the Marian Alliance or multicultural student organizations, Unity Center? What's happening?
So for Marian Alliance, we're having a prayer service for National Transgender Remembrance Day, which is November 20th. Very excited for. Have lots of plans. And then the week before finals, we're doing Panic and Popcorn, which is just a nice de-stress event. So, yeah.
Nice.
You said Panic and Popcorn?
Panic and Popcorn.
Might be there.
I was like,
Sounds like my kind of party.
Speaking to me right now. Can we do it today?
I was like, we should have had that today.
Today sounds like the day.
Yes.
The multicultural student organizations are also having Friendsgiving on the 21st, so the day after the service, from 5 to 7. Location TBD. We have one set, but we might move it. So I'm going to encourage everyone to follow the Unity Center on Instagram to keep updated on that. But this is the second time we're doing a joint Friendsgiving. The Student Organization of Latinos, also known as SOUL, had Friendsgiving, and we thought it was a really good model to show camaraderie and what's the word I'm looking for? Community. We'll just say that. Around the Thanksgiving time. So the advisors actually plan the Friendsgiving for the students.
I love that.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
that's nice.
we have our committee. We're going strong.
Yeah.
And we're really excited. So if you belong to any of the multicultural student organizations or the other organizations that were invited, because we have a few guests, then please make sure you RSVP on Connect.
Nice.
Yeah.
Check the nightly news for
Yes.
more things that are coming out. And for location information.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to share or talk about?
I mean, more food, but that's not what this episode was about, so we could do that
We're going to
offline.
do a different podcast where all we do is talk about food.
I'm getting hungry.
I know. Well, it is lunchtime.
It's lunchtime, yeah.
It's lunchtime. We're ready. We're ready. Well, thank you so much for coming. This was really fun. And that's a wrap on this episode of Nightly Highlights. To get the full scoop on this story and more, check out the nightly news delivered to your inbox Sundays at 5 p.m. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, stay informed and stay engaged. Thank you, Tori and Angelica.
Thank you
for having us.
We did it.